This week seems like it might be a boring week in crypto, but is it really going to be? We actually have something big coming in 2 days that may provide some fuel for the fire. If you guys caught my video earlier, we talked about the lack of volume currently, the lack of buzz, the lack of hype. And really what a lot of it stems to is, uncertainty. And again, lack of clarity, kind of the things that we've been fighting throughout the bear market cycle. And now as we enter the bull market, there are things that do need to get cleared up. Now, what we're seeing on Wednesday is actually the hearing on Coinbase's motion for judgment on the pleadings. And this will be held on Wednesday. If you guys aren't obviously familiar, they're in ongoing legal proceedings with the SEC. They're fighting back and forth in this regard. And obviously the SEC is alleging that Coinbase is allowed staking for unregistered securities. They're saying that that Coinbase is allowed trading for unregistered securities. And this is kind of the big power struggle we've been experiencing this whole time, right? Now, obviously, this is affecting the price of the crypto market. This is affecting the price of ADA. And right now, we're just kind of holding our breath, waiting to see what this outcome might be, to see if there is some good news that we can take away from this. Now, there are four options. There are four possible outcomes that we could end up seeing. Option one, denial of the Coinbase motion. If the judge denies Coinbase's motion, the SEC's low bar for plausibility would be met, meaning a continuation of the case into a lengthy discovery phase similar to the situation that we saw with Ripple. Now, this wouldn't be terrible. Again, it's just kicking the can down the road. We probably wouldn't see any impact or outcome from this until maybe even the beginning of the next bear market cycle. That I'd be fine with that. Option two, granting Coinbase's motion with prejudice. A favorable outcome for Coinbase would see the judges dismissing the entire case. However, this would likely prompt the SEC to appeal at the Second Circuit Court of Appeals, like we've seen them do before. Option three, this would be my favorite option, granting the motion without prejudice. The scenario would allow the SEC a chance to amend its complaint to address cited deficiencies. Yet, if the court questions the SEC's authority to regulate crypto exchanges, an amendment might be futile. This is, I think, the one that is best for the crypto industry. The reason I say this is when we look at what has happened in the Ripple v. SEC case, there was obviously a ruling saying that crypto on secondary exchanges did not constitute a security. Now, obviously, ADA has been kind of in the middle of all this, right? Because the SEC has alleged ADA as one of these named unregistered securities. This is why we've seen, I think, a bigger price impact than we should have. We obviously got that major drop back in June of last year. If you guys remember what that looked like, you can see back here, right? We went through that major drop from 37 cents all the way down to like the low 20s. And it is just basically because the SEC is being a bunch of freaking jerks and they're causing problems. All right. So if they call into question the SEC's regulatory authority on exchanges, that is a big deal because they have no essentially come back for that. It's already been ruled that these coins on secondary exchanges don't constitute securities. So get the hell away, right? Now, option four, partial granting of motion. The judge could grant motion for certain claims related to specific crypto tokens while denying it for others, splitting the case into distinct focuses such as staking service. So we'll obviously wait and see if there is some good news that comes from that, if this is delayed. Obviously, we would like to have some sense of clarity. Not sure why that just froze right there. That was weird. We'd obviously like to have some sense of clarity moving forward here because, again, if we do get that, it opens up the door, I think, to a lot more people. Right now, there's a lot of people that are just kind of waiting on the sidelines, seeing if we do get some clarity in this regard. But because we're just kind of stuck waiting, I think there's some people hesitant to get into crypto. All right. Now, I think this all gets cleared up in the long run. I think that by the time we really, truly enter alt season, more explosive times in the market, the doors will be wide open. There will be some clarity there. And I think it's going to be a lot more beneficial for people that are in crypto currently. So I appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Would love to hear your thoughts on this. I think this obviously could very much impact the price of ADA because, again, ADA has been suppressed. I think it's still undervalued for what it is. I think it's undervalued because of this pushback from the SEC that we've seen several times over the course of this bear market cycle. So I appreciate you guys. As always, this is not financial advice, but I hope you guys have a great day. Show your love below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.